All right. Well, good morning, everybody. Finally got at least the speaker connected and working, so I can actually hear you now. I just still haven't gotten the actual projector to work, but everybody's online today, so it doesn't really make a difference for now. I'll keep working on it. Anyways, we've been doing some awesome stuff with dividing polynomials. And so let's check our work from yesterday, and then we'll practice some more of synthetic division. All right? So here was yesterday's homework. It was for basic problems, and then we had a few word problems there. So we'll go through each of those. So there then are my answers for 31 through 34. Just plain old synthetic division right there. And, oops, where are my cameras in the way? There we go. Remainder of negative 13 on the last one. Okay, then up next was 52. This magician with his multiplying numbers trick. So if you take a general number, right, so treat it as a variable x, because it could have been anything, whatever the person chose. And then you perform those operations, you'll notice that if you reduce that operation, you will actually get a division of polynomials there that the x's reduce out. No matter what it was, the answer will always end up as 4. That's kind of neat there. And you can either see that, you can do the synthetic division there, although it's so small here. I think we can see just a quick factoring there. Oh, that this is clearly 4 times the bottom. All right. And then for number 55, 6, 7, we've got a physics question, so something moving with this cubic describing its distance from the starting point. So you want to find those distance, so that'll just be plug in these values, how much time, subtract, and find an expression for the average speed of the object. You have to know that average speed is distance over time. So you found the distance at those 2 points, so the different distance covered between those points would be subtract those two and then divide by the amount of time elapsed. So that will look like something here. So plug in 2, you get 24. Plug in x, you get this. And then for the time, it's just x minus 2. So the speed then, change in those distance over time. So divide those two. You've got a division of polynomials. Let's go grab the synthetic division. And pardon me, I forgot the negative sign when I originally wrote this, so that's corrected there in blue. And so your final result is negative x squared minus 3x minus 12, no remainder. Okay, and then the last one, I think I just left here, the critical thinking. If the result of dividing one by another is this, what two polynomials must have been divided? they are expressing their remainder in this fractional form, so you know the remainder is 1, and what got divided, the divisor, was r minus 3. So you can actually take r minus 3 and multiply through this to get what must have been up top. So that's your answer there for 58. Okay, any questions on yesterday's exercises? No? All right, then go ahead and start on today's worksheet, which I don't think I downloaded yet, which is just straight up synthetic division practice. Let me grab that real quick. I'm looking for algebra 2. Here we go. Factoring. Where'd it go? Well, you can always use good old Google Classroom, right? There it is, dividing polynomials. Okay. So you do not have to use synthetic division on here. I would recommend it. Most of these are linear terms, coefficients of 1. Sometimes you get to 9 and 10, 12, and 20 that you'll run into trouble with that. Remember, if your first term there is not a 1, your coefficient on the variable in the divisor is not a 1, you need to divide that out, and not just the divisor, but also the dividend, the whole thing. Everything gets divided by 2. Okay, both polynomials need to be divided by 2 there before you can perform a synthetic division. Or you can leave it in and just do long division. Your choice. Got x squared plus 3x plus 12 for 57. It definitely would have remained negative. P2N. X, unless you up here, if you did versus, if you put the x's minus 24 instead of 2 minus x, we got x minus 2, and that would switch your signs around. So that's just a matter of, is it going, the object moving forwards or backwards here? Which you don't exactly know which they're asking for. Usually the x is higher. Okay. All right, yes, go ahead and finish the, I would use synthetic on most of them, right? That prep up for next year. But I'll go ahead and take it off screen while I work on that. There we go. That's better.